General knowledge, questions and answers on India and world for competitive exams. Is Sanskrit the oldest language in the world? World's oldest language is Sanskrit. It is believed that all the languages of the world have originated from Sanskrit somewhere. The Sanskrit language has been spoken since 5000 years before Christ. Sanskrit is still the official language of India, which is the oldest script in the world. The Sumerian archaic writing and Egyptian hieroglyphs are generally considered the earliest true writing systems, both emerging out of their ancestral Proto Literate symbol system from 3400 to 3100 BC, with the earliest coherent text from about 2600 BC. What is inscription? Give example. A marking such as the wording on a coin, medal, monument, or seal that is inscribed. A marking or wording on a coin is an example of an inscription. The act of writing a message on the front page of a book you are giving as a gift is an example of inscription. Who issued the first gold coins in India? Kanishka the Kushan, Roman denarii were the first gold coins to appear in India, which had only seen copper and silver coins so far. Though, of course, gold jewelry had been around for ages. Soon the Indian rulers of the day copied the idea and gold coins were minted in India for the first time. How did the Kalinga War start? Kalinga was an important kingdom because it controlled the trade routes with Southeast Asia. Because of this, Ashoka, the Mauryan king, wanted to capture it. Therefore, he led his huge army to Kalinga in 261 BC. Why did Ashoka attack Kalinga? So Ashoka attacked Kalinga simply to expand his territory and remove a threat to his great empire. Ashoka's ambition to expand territory, mighty of Kalinga Empire, which was a threat to Maurya Empire. After his accession to the throne, Ashoka fought only one major war called the Kalinga War. How old is the Tamil language? 5000 years old. By order of appearance, Tamil would be considered the world's oldest language as it is over 5000 years old, having made its first appearance in 3000 BC. The literature collection in Tamil, which is classical language, is very vast. What is Sangam literature? The Sangam literature, historically known as the poetry of the noble ones, connotes the ancient Tamil literature and is the earliest known literature of South India. Sangam literature is the name given to the earliest available Tamil literature. It is dated between 400 BC and 300 BCE, although most of the work is believed to have been composed between 100th century and 250th century. The word Sangam literally means association. Why did Chola Empire fall? He also successfully invaded cities of Srivijaya of Malaysia and Indonesia. The Chola dynasty went into decline at the beginning of the 13th century with the rise of the Pandyan dynasty, which ultimately caused their downfall. The Cholas left the lasting legacy. What do the four Vedas contain? There are four Indo-Aryan Vedas. The Rig Veda contain hymns about their mythology. The Samaveda consists mainly of hymns about religious rituals. The Yajur Veda contains instructions for religious rituals, and the Atharvana Veda consists of spells against enemies, sorceries, and diseases. Why is Rig Veda important? This Rig Veda is considered to be one of the four sacred Veda texts in Hindu religion. The compilation is considered to be sacred and pious to this day and holds extreme importance in the Hindu culture. It is the precedence of all the religious texts that was written in the centuries to come. What is the Mauryan Empire known for? The Mauryan Empire, which formed around 321 BC and ended in 185 BC, was the first pan Indian empire an empire that covered most of the Indian region. It spanned across central and northern India as well as over parts of modern day Iran. What deals with Mrichakatika? What is the Mrichakatika, an ancient Indian book written by Shudraka, deals with Mrichakatika, the clay court, is a Sanskrit play written by Shudraka in 2nd BC. It is about a young man named Chardatta and his love for Vasantasena, a rich courtesan. What was the profession of Vasantasena in Indian literature? Vasantasena, 5th century BC, was a courtesan of Ujjaini, according to ancient Indian literature, who earned fame and prosperity due to her fineness in various art forms such as singing, dancing, poetry, and courting, as well as for her beauty. Who were Kautilya and Kalidasa? Answer: a teacher, a philosopher, economist, jurist, and royal advisor. Kalidasa was a classical Sanskrit writer. They lived during the period of Maurya dynasty, and Chandragupta Maurya was the king. Why is Kalidasa called the Indian Shakespeare? A well-known Sanskrit verse, Upama Kalidasa, praises his skill at Upama or similes. Kalidasa was acclaimed as Indian Shakespeare, who penned his masterpieces of plays, poems, epics, etc. in Sanskrit. Kalidasa was probably a very cultured man, full of humor and buoyancy. He had high esteem for women. Who invented mirror? Justus van Liebig. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who invented you? The silvered glass mirrors found throughout the world today first got their start in Germany almost 200 years ago. In 1835, German chemist Justus van Liebig developed a process for applying a thin layer of metallic silver to one side of a pane of clear glass. Why do we look more attractive in the mirror? This is because the reflection you see every day in the mirror is the one you perceive to be original and hence a better looking version of yourself. So, when you look at a photo of yourself, your face seems to be the wrong way as it is reversed than how you are used to seeing it. Are mirrors made of sand? Glass is also considered a good material for mirrors because it can be molded into various shapes for specialty mirrors. Glass sheets are made from silica, which can be mined or refined from sand. The silica or quartz is melted to high temperatures and poured or rolled out into sheets. What is written on Ashoka Pillar? In these inscriptions, Ashoka refers to himself as beloved servant of the gods, that is, Devanam Priyadarshi. The inscriptions revolved around a few recurring themes: Ashoka's conversion to Buddhism, the description of his efforts to spread Buddhism, his moral and religious precepts, and his social and animal welfare program. Who started education in India? Lord Thomas Babington Macaulay. The modern school system was brought to India, including the English language, originally by Lord Thomas Babington Macaulay in the 1830s. The curriculum was confined to modern subjects such as science and mathematics, and subjects like metaphysics, philosophy were considered unnecessary. Who was the father of modern educational psychology? Edward Thorndike. Edward Thorndike was an influential psychologist who is often referred to as the founder of modern educational psychologist. He was perhaps best known for his famous puzzle box experiments with cats, which led to the development of his law of effect. What is the most popular language in the world? It is Mandarin Chinese. Rank 1, 2, 3, 4. Language Mandarin Chinese. Native speakers 918 million. Spanish 460 millions. English 379 million. Hindi 341 million. Who brought the Sanskrit language to India? Sanskrit generally connotes several old Indo-Aryan varieties. The most archaic of these is Vedic Sanskrit found in the Rig Veda, a collection of 1028 hymns composed between 1500 BC and 1200 BC by Indo-Aryan tribes migrating east from what today is Afghanistan across northern Pakistan into northern India. How old is the Hindu religion? 4000 years old. Hinduism is the world's oldest religion, according to many scholars, with roots and customs dating back more than 4000 years today. With about 900 million followers, Hinduism is the third largest religion behind Christianity and Islam. Roughly 95% of the world's Hindus live in India. Who deciphered the ancient Brahmi script? James Prinsep. Brahmi, the main script used in ancient India mainly from 3rd century BC to 6th century AD, is considered as the core script for genesis of other modern Indian scripts according to experts. The script was deciphered by James Prinsep, the founding editor of Journal of Asiatic Society of Bengal in 1837 AD. What made Ashoka a great ruler? Ashoka's fame is largely due to his pillar and rock edicts, which allowed him to reach a wide audience and left a lasting historical record. He is remembered as a model ruler, controlling a vast and diverse Mauryan empire through peace and respect, with Dharma at the center of his ideology. How long did Gupta Empire last? The Gupta Empire was an ancient Indian empire existing from the mid to late 3rd century to 543 century. At its zenith from approximately 319 to 467 century, it covered much of the Indian subcontinent. This period is considered as the golden age of India by some historians. What did Ashoka put on his pillars? In both Buddhism and Hinduism, the pillar symbolized the axis mundi, the axis on which the world spins. The pillars and edicts represent the first physical evidence of the Buddhist faith. The inscriptions assert Ashoka's Buddhism and support his desire to spread Dharma throughout his kingdom. How did Ashoka spread Buddhism? Ashoka promoted Buddhist expansion by sending monks to surrounding territories to share the teachings of the Buddha. A wave of conversion began, and Buddhism spread not only through India but also internationally.